What's up, everybody? It's your boy Q. You know who, and I'm back with another video. Thank y'all for kicking with your boy Q today. Guys, I'm gonna jump straight into this video. It's going to be a chatty one today. I'm gonna tell you right now. So a lot of people are very curious how YouTube works and how the payment goes, how you get paid, how much you get paid, things like that. So I like making these videos, and I have shared this information before on my channel, how much I make, how much I was paying for the Camaro I had and all that. So I like doing these videos because it's full transparency for me to you all, and you kind of know what's going on with my decision making, why I'm doing what I'm doing. As you guys know and have been asking for, you all have been asking for something new on the channel, a new car, a new truck, mainly a new Super Duty. Let's be real, 250 Super Duty. So just to be full transparent with YouTube and how it goes, I shared it before. So my YouTube income, I make about $800 a month from YouTube, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when I first started, first 3 years on YouTube, I was making nothing. It was all out of my own pocket. So now I'm in a position now where the work has paid off and I'm able to basically average about 800, and it can drop to sometime, depending on how, if I'm not posting a lot, it can get down to like 4. So you got to keep that in mind with YouTube. It just depends on what you're putting out on the views, etc., whole algorithm. So with that number, $800, guys, you got to think about that. $800 has to cover a payment, insurance, and any modifications, and maybe gas too, right? It has to cover all those things. So what I've been thinking about for the channel, been 3 options. It's either a motorcycle, a sports car, or a new truck. And probably when I say truck, Super Duty or 250 or 2500, a bigger truck, right? Let's start with the motorcycle. It's the easy and cheap we want to start with. The thing with the motorcycle, bro, I've really been wanting to get back into riding. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I've been wanting to ride again so bad. With the motorcycle content, I posted many motorcycle videos on my channel before, and those videos don't really do the best. Let's be real. They don't do good at all, but they're some of the funner ones to make for sure. I had a few that do well, but for the most part, looking at the grand scheme of things, motorcycle videos just don't do well on my channel because I'm not really a motorcycle channel. I ride every now and then. Well, I ain't gonna say that because actually I had my BMW S1000 and I was doing motorcycles for a good year or so before I sold that bike. But me personally, it's more of a personal thing with the motorcycle. I just really want to ride again. But I have to think about YouTube and the channel as a business going forward. Like, if I want to keep the channel going and make this a business and something legit and push the channel to the next level, then, you know, I had to consider, is the motorcycle the next best move? And about the Camaro, thinking that would do it. And actually, to be honest with you, looking back now, I didn't give the Camaro time, but you know, that's here, there. What I'm looking at, if I were to get another bike, I'm looking at a Hayabusa or H2. Those probably only 2. And the reason being because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", 290 plus pounds. You know, I'm wide frame football player. So most of the 1,000 bikes, they just don't fit me. And I do want a sport bike. A lot of y'all saying, man, get a Harley, get a Harley. I'm not there to the Harleys yet. I do want one, but I'm not there yet. So for me, a Hayabusa or a H2. Hayabusa, guys, you can get a Hayabusa for like 16, 17 grand. I'm talking about a new one. And you get an H2, of course, a little more expensive. You're looking like 30 for those. So a Hayabusa payment is probably gonna be like, what, $200-300 a month? And that leaves, if we're talking about $800 here, that leaves $500 for insurance, and then that leaves another whatever for modifications and gas, right? So you look at it on paper, that makes the most sense. But for views-wise, it doesn't do well. So you gotta look at that. H2, same scenario. A lot of people do like H2. You know, it's a risk. You just never know. Again, motorcycles just don't do well on my channel. So I'm putting the H2 and the Hayabusa in the same boat. Both will have money left over, but is it going to produce the results that we want? Now, moving to sports cars. I do want another sport car, and mainly reason I want another sports car is because just to have a daily driver besides my truck here. So the truck can be a pain to drive daily. If y'all saw the video, haven't, I just did. Go back and watch it. A lot of y'all like that video, and I appreciate y'all watching it and commenting and things like that. So that's where a sports car would come in at. Cars I'm looking at, one, probably Scat Pack wide body Charger. 4-door sports car, you can't go wrong, amazing torque. But the Mopar thing is kind of played out for cars. Just to give you a price on those, they're going around 40s, mid 40s, 45, which is about the cost of the Camaro. Just to give you a perspective, the Camaro costed like 47 after the tax, title, license. It was like 51, and the payment on that was like $780. So keep that number in mind, about $51,780 a month for the Camaro. And I did a video on that. Y'all can go back and watch it, put a banner right there. So for a Mopar or any car I'm about to name, the price is going to be about the same. The next option besides a Scat Pack wide body would be the new Mustang, guys. A new Mustang GT. And I know Mustangs do very well on a lot of channels. New Mustang GTs, bro, I can get for like 47, 45, 47, 48. Of course, the ones I like are a little more expensive, like 52, 53. But the thing with that is, unlike the motorcycle, I'm not so much worried that the Mustang wouldn't do well on the channel, because Mustangs just tend to do well in general. People like those cars. Everybody buys them. They're very popular, so people are always searching for them. So of course, it'll be a new S650, because I mean, honestly, I'm not a big Mustang guy, except the GT350, but I do like the platform. The S650. It'd be something new, something different for me, right? And it's still a Ford, keeping it in the Ford family. New Mustang would be cool, and I think the views would do well with that. And besides that, you know, maybe besides the Mustang GT350, if I got another Camaro, I love the 2SS1LE. Don't get me wrong, I love that car. It was a freaking machine. It probably had to be a ZL1, something like that. But again, the ZL with the Camaro is just a little smaller for me. If I'm looking for something that's gonna be a good balance between daily and for the channel, it's probably gonna have to be a Mustang or a wide body Scat Pack, something like that. So that's where I'm at with the cars. That's my thinking of the cars. Even though the payment of the vehicle is gonna be right up to what I make a month on YouTube, I do think there's room to grow and maybe push the channel up a little bit. Basically, make the extra revenue to pay for it. And then we get to trucks. So trucks, Super Duties, GMC AT4s, all those things, guys. Let me tell y'all, bro. Let me take some water to talk about this one. Bro, 2017, 2018, 2019, of course, in those years, I'm looking at Platinums, things like that, King Ranches, bro, they still going for 50, 51, 55, 57. And I'm talking about they got miles on them. I'm not talking like 20, 30,000 miles. I'm talking like 60, 70, 80,000 miles, especially on a V8, on a diesel that you don't know the previous owner has taken care of it. So you always run that risk with a diesel from what I'm reading and studying and learning about. Those trucks just are crazy expensive. Even for like and especially a new one, 2023, 2022, you're looking at 67, 75. And if you do the math on that, bro, with great credit, you're looking at like $1,200 a month for a truck like that at $75,000, 80,000, 60, 75, you're looking at about $200 a month. You drop down to the 55, 50 range, you're looking at about 850, 900, somewhere in there. So even with the AT4s, I'm looking at the GMC AT4s just to go a different route from, you know, just try something different instead of getting stuck with one brand. You know, looking at those, and I love the way they look, but even those prices on those are about the same. I think they're a little cheaper than the F1, the Super Duties. They're just crazy expensive. And that's honestly gonna be the biggest risk with that, because think about it. I said my YouTube income is like $800 a month. A new Super Duty, like I said, even in that price range, I'm gonna be past $800 a month. I'm gonna be like $1,000 a month. I can tell you right now. It's like, do you take that risk? And I really do think the Super Duty would be the move to take the channel to the next level, is what I'm looking for and what I want to do. It's really just about being the risk if it's gonna pay off. Because if it doesn't pay off, I won't be able to afford the truck on my YouTube channel. Then I'm gonna have to like basically sell the truck. You know, I think that's what's gonna happen. Or they're gonna repo it. You know, that's the risk. Now you're probably wanting the second part of it, like, well, Q, just sell red and take what you're paying for red and combine it. Yes, I have thought about that too, but I'm just talking strictly off YouTube income here. Cause I do want to keep red until I'm done paying it off. I don't know yet, guys. It's a whole nother conversation. Like, I have been thinking about trading it, but I'm like, there's really no need to. Like, the truck is running. I hate to say this because every time I say this, she gives me some issues. She's running fine. There's no issues. Besides the video just about to come out, you about to see. But yeah, she's been fine, bro. So I don't know, man. It's just like, I could trade it and go down to consolidate how much I'm paying for this and my YouTube payment, and get rid of insurance, because if I do keep red, I'm going to be paying insurance on red and a new truck. Regardless if she's paid for it, now I'm going to be paying insurance on two vehicles. That's the thing with the trucks, with a Super Duty and a diesel or a 7.3, it don't matter. They're still expensive. It's taking that risk and basically really relying on YouTube and honestly myself to get out and hustle and push myself. Cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's been full transparent. I've been very comfortable the last year on YouTube. I really haven't been grinding like I was. I'm gonna be real. So for me personally, getting the truck probably would light a little spark up underneath me to get out and push more. But, you know, at the same time, you don't want to make a bad decision for YouTube, you know. So it's a whole bunch of things. I just want to share this video with y'all to let you know what my thought process and how I'm looking at it. Because a lot of y'all be like, oh, go get this. Go get a Hellcat. Go get a new Power Stroke. You know, go. And I'm like, bro, y'all know how much that junk costs? On top of that, interest rates are stupid right now, guys, like ridiculous. So with the interest rates being so high, you probably don't realize it now, but 2 or 3 years down the road, bro, when you look at how much you pay for your truck and you still owe a shit ton of money because you have a high interest rate, you're gonna be like, oh, it may feel up front, you probably don't notice it. But down the back end, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, oh, now I see where this is biting me. So hopefully interest rates they are starting to come down a little bit. So we'll just wait and see. But I am waiting for the right opportunity. I'm not just gonna go buy a car with these high interest rates. That's just me, guys. That's just my personal preference. I like to be financially responsible as possible, you know. But I say that and then I go buy a whole bunch of trailer parks and I'm talking about buying cars and motorcycles, right? But if you notice, a lot of your YouTubers, the big time YouTuber guys, a lot of them aren't financing new cars. A lot of them are going to Facebook Marketplace and buying cars in cash, bro. If you really look at it, go watch the video. You'll see they're buying old cars in cash to avoid the interest rates. That's my thought. That's just my opinion. That's what I would do if I had the cash like that and need to buy something. I just go buy it in cash, do a giveaway, which y'all doing, and then just flip it and not worry about the interest rates. I think that's what they're doing. That's what I've been seeing over the last 6 months. I think now with the rates going down, you'll probably see people buying more cars, but right now, a lot of people buying Facebook bills and just flipping them. Just want to make this video to provide full transparency with you all, my thought process, what I'm thinking, and things like that. Out of those three I named, you know, like I said, you know, I don't know yet. I really don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Super Duty. Again, that's going to be the one. That's going to be the riskiest move of them all. But it's the one that's going to provide the greatest potential for the channel. And I have to think about the channel here, guys. I can't think about my personal self. I can, but I can't. I'm kind of torn on that statement because at the end of the day, I think if you do what you love to do, it's going to attract the right people, the right audience. But at the same time, you go look at the polls. If you're a business, running a business, you have to think about and listen to your consumers and what they want. So you have to kind of base your channel around what they want to see and what they want to see, because they're the consumer. Let me just clear one more thing up. Like, a lot of people say, oh, $800, I'll take that, pocket it, bro. Like, I'm learning this, like, it's my first time doing this thing. Like, you get taxed at the end of the year, so I have to spend the money. I can't just pocket the money. I have to show some type of business revenue that I spent the money YouTube gave me, or if not, I'm gonna get taxed on the other side. So I be trying to spend all of it. So I'm not pocketing the money. So, you know, just keep that in mind. If you ever get into YouTube and doing something like that, it's business expense. You have to write it off. You have to buy stuff, or you go get taxed on it on the backside. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff to that I do not know about. I'm still learning. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm no expert in that matter. Probably need to pay somebody for that, low key. That's my thought process. Come below what y'all think. You know, given what I just said, a bike, I would be love to ride again. Could pay for the bike comfortably, and it'll be pay for money for mods. It'll cover everything, but the bike may not be good for the channel. It may not do good on views. A sports car, kind of same boat. It would maybe allow a little extra money, not much, honestly. It will push it right up to the budget of the YouTube channel, how much I bring in. There's that potential for it to pay off and start producing more income. But when it comes to the Super Duty, it's the opposite. It's the most expensive, so it has the highest risk, because my YouTube income is down here, highest risk. But it also has the biggest reward because that's what y'all want to see. And y'all tell me over and over and over, Q, get a new truck, Q, get a Super Duty, leave red, time for upgrade. I hear it over and over and over. But I do think, it's just me, you got to think business-wise, content for YouTube and social media. Most people want to see a diesel, bro. Like, diesels are in. I ain't gonna even cap. I be watching a lot of people with diesels online, and just hearing a freaking diesel, bro, the turbo noise. Oh my God. With the power step. What's up, bro? There ain't that sound. You cannot beat that sound, bro. Like, if you know, you know. And I get it with the 7.3 being safer option, and, you know, gas, and you got to worry about really nothing and all that. Apparently, though, the new 7.3, the Godzilla, bro, on the new 2022-23, they're having some issues with those. I can't remember what it was, but they are having some issues with those. Anyway, comment below what y'all think, man. Bike, sports car, Super Duty, or GMC 2500, or I ain't gonna say Cummins. I like the Rams. I do like the Rams. I did leave those out. I do like those as well. So the last option, sell red, get a Super Duty, and be good. But I don't know, man. This my girl, man. Red is sentimental to me. She's like the OG of the channel. She started this whole thing. So I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got. It's your boy Q. Thank y'all for watching the video. I'll see y'all next, baby. Peace.